Well, I do bring all the tunes every week, just fat beats, just, you know, sick lyrics. I guess Somebody 69 is definitely up there. But myself, if I was going for something, I would maybe be something by Simply Red. You know, just Mick Hucknall is just an inspirational guy. You know, and Gary Oliver is actually taken to growing his hair like Mick Hucknall. So yeah, definitely something by maybe Fairground by some Ed. I guess the Counter strip was just packed full of funny moments. Unfortunately, the brothers Brocklehurst, they couldn't actually make the Counter strip. That was some sort of wife swapping holiday in Florida that they went to, if I remember correctly. But there was plenty. Seeing Leggett trying to 2-foot challenge Romanoff is probably one of the funniest memories that I've got. And Leggett's behaviour on the flight home. It was like, if you've ever heard sort of racist Ethiopia jokes and just singing the Dam Busters as we're flying over Germany and all that, it's just, there'll be a few pensioners sitting there saying, remember that time we were on that flight in Kaunas and there was that man. So Kaunas. The best nickname, I mean, I think, you know, G has got quite a good nickname. It's quite, you know, it's quite intelligent to call G. What I like is Gary Scott's nickname, because if you look at the website, Gary Scott's nickname is actually Gary Scott. Magoo, I like Magoo's nickname. Steady Eddie. But I'd probably go for Cuntface for Richard. It's probably one of the more obscure nicknames. He doesn't actually know that we call him that, but that's definitely one of the key ones. Or Spaz Hands as we call him. Yeah, definitely Spaz Hands for Richard. I would say Big Nibs in the middle. Although, nah, fuck Nibs, fuck him. Most underrated Duddy player, probably Mikey Weekend, I would say. Mikey Weekend, he's solid every single week, loves a slide challenge. I mean, his grasp of English for actually just coming over here to Poland is outstanding. He reads the game very well, you know, he converses really well, you know, and if you're ever looking for, you know, a dodgy skybox, if you're ever looking for Armando jackets or Googie handbags, definitely Mikey Meekin, definitely. It's got to be Ross McGill. If there was anyone else in the team that owned a pair of goalkeeping gloves, they would probably be first choice. In fact, Ross is probably about the 5th choice goalkeeper at Duddingston. But he is like a bad smell, and he is a bad smell, it just never goes away. So Ross McGill. Unfortunately, there's been a few in a Duddy jersey. I would say I can't remember what the score was, but it was like, I think it was about 15-16 nothing against Salters. And to be fair to them, it was 15 or 16 going on about 30 or 35. They were robbed that day, to be honest. Well, I mean, I'd like to put myself, throw my own name in that hat, but you can't say yourself. That's part of the rules of this. So I would say John Tams, Jesus. You know, the boy walks on water. You know, he turns water into wine, and he just got magic feet. Although he can't cross the road properly. Not winning the cup final. I guess Michael Dixon, when he sleeps at night, he'll be thinking, I should have used Fergie. Biggest regret, definitely the biggest regret for me was us losing the cup final last season. It was a real dark day for Duddingston. It was horrible. You know, a lot of people talk about 9/11. A lot of people talk about, you know, like the bus bombings in London, but that was a real dark day. There's been a few, well, to be honest, I mean, I know you can't see myself, but I've just scored an absolute screamer out here today. There's been a few memorable goals. I would say one of my favourite goals is when Ali scored against Boca at the start of last season. We'd been through a difficult season, a really difficult season before, and Boca had taken a few goals off us. And the fact that their players were coming out at the start of the game saying, we're going to take 10 and 20 off these boys, and then, you know, Ali, pretty much the last kick of the ball, straight through on the keeper, straight into the back of it. Which I like Ali, to be honest, because he normally misses one-on-ones. But he kept his head that day, and obviously his celebration afterwards was just legendary. So yeah, Ali's goal. Certainly a lot of them, there's a lot of them. He actually was talking about his pants today, and that'll be up there. He's describing his pants today, they're partly whiter than white. He's just classic, plain white. I like to think Gio's dad, he obviously is the Jim Bowen of the team. I think when Mikey got kicked in the face at the tail end of last season and he was cut from his ear, a pretty bad gash, and Gio's dad just kept asking if he wanted a hat, which, you know, I've never looked up a medical journal, but I'm not sure what a woolly hat will do, but there you go, yeah, Gio's dad.